What is going on, 5-9 Gamers? My name is Joe Wags, and today I will be your host for your favorite podcast, the Dokkan Battle Podcast. Our podcast is presented to you by 5-9 Gaming. 5-9 Gaming is your source for all things gaming, anime, and entertainment related. Be sure to like and subscribe to stay up to date on all things 5-9. Today's episode is 102, and in today's episode, we are going to be doing a November recap, talking about the Global Thank You Celebration, and talking about this Dokkan Fest Yamcha. So, pretty crazy stuff that we have, but I can't do it alone. I've got some amazing guests with me today. First up, I would like to introduce Tech Ultimate Gohan's biggest fan. You can't stop tweeting about this guy, Minato. How you doing today?
I'm doing good, and Tech Gohan, what can I say? He's pretty good, That's all I can say about him. That's hello.
Yeah, he's a pretty cool guy, right? So we did try to get the Master Ningen on this week to talk about Dragon Ball Heroes. He's having some internet issues, could not make it, so what we have today is the Masked Ningen's British stunt double, Juki. How are you doing today, Juki?
I'm doing good. I'll try and defend Heroes as much as I can.
Yeah, I mean, we're counting on you. You gotta talk these guys up, right? So Ningen's not here to defend. Talk them down. All right, it'll be a battle of talking up and down the heroes. We'll see how it goes. And then last but not least, insert cool intro here. Vilify, how are you doing today?
I'm doing all right. I noticed you called this episode 102. We are actually in episode 103.
No, we are on 102 because we did not record one. We did not record 102. So
we didn't. Oh,
if you read your Gilded chat, Vilify, you would know.
I was looking at the outline. I was looking at the outlines that I posted, and there was 102. So I was like,
that's why he's not Vilify anymore, man.
You know what? That's what, Joe. I'm glad that you're on top of things better than I am, but that's okay. I was just looking at the outline number, but good job. I appreciate that.
Yes.
I'll take the temporary. I'll take the L. It's fine. Let's just.
Yeah, Phil. Look at this content manager. Oh my.
I know. What are we going to do here? We might need to get a stunt double for Vilify next week, maybe. I don't know. We'll see.
I know, right? Maybe it'll be Ningen.
maybe. And then Juki will be here for Ningen in his normal role. It'll just be replacing everybody. So anyways, let's start with this actual podcast here. And so we've got a lot to talk about because it's been a hot minute. I think it's been like 3 weeks since we've had a podcast. So we're pretty much going to talk about the entire month of November. And a big part of that here is the Dragon Ball Heroes celebration. So what we're going to do is we're going to jump in and just talk about the new units. So we're going to talk about the Limit Breaker Super Saiyan 4s, Golden Metal Cooler, Janemba, Hearts, and then I think I would throw in the new Awakenings as well if we want to talk about Robel, Supreme Kai, Super Saiyan 4 Gohan, and Bardock. So I want to know what you're thinking of kind of basically quote-unquote the new units, and maybe what's your favorite of the bunch. So let's start with Minato on this one. What are your thoughts on these new Heroes units?
I think that they are very useful in red zone and stuff like that if you're someone who cares about difficult content. Regardless, if you're just gonna have fun with these hero units, like, oh my god, Limit Breaker Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, or Dio and Dokkan, right? It's like very nice to get those units and just have fun with them at the very least. I feel like people, you have to realize that at the end of the day, it's a game. You should have fun with what you want to summon on. So if you're excited for these units, I understand why people may have summon on them. I mean, at this point, the banner's very close to leaving, probably, right? So, I mean, I guess saying summon or not is kind of weird, but yeah, I would say I think they're fine. They're not like, like red zone, like killers, like destroying everything, but they are useful, I feel, in a lot of these difficult content stages. My favorite probably is going to be Hearts or Super Saiyan 4 Gohan. I just really like, especially I'm a big Dio fan, right? I think that's just a major part. And Hearts' design is actually really, really cool. And Gohan is also just a very nice, like, he's a slot 1 unit on that team that you need. So he's also very, very important. And I just like his design a lot. I'm a big Gohan fan too. So, that's another thing. And yeah, that's all I would say. I think I like the hero units. I think they could have been better, but I'm fine with what they are.
For sure. Vilify, what do you think of these units?
One thing consistently that I saw with these hero units is a lot of people want to say that especially the newer ones are very dupe dependent. Minato, I think that you said that at least once.
Yeah, I mean, I would say some can be ran like at free dupe. Like I feel Hearts is actually pretty good at free dupe, right?
Yeah.
But their stats are just really low. They gave him like banner unit kind of stats this time instead of like when. Like last year, God Trunks had like kind of Dokkan Fest-ish level stats. Vegito Super Saiyan 4 had that kind of level stats. This time we see these units have like 9k defense, 13k attack at rainbow level. So you're like at free dupe, you're just kind of struggling in that department, which is very unfortunate.
Yeah, it's kind of like counterproductive to have a 200% leader skill when these stats are so low, because it's kind of deceptive, right? Like when you think of a 200% leader skill team, you're thinking of the 600 to 700,000 HP that some of these teams are getting up to. And when you're still not in that range, I think it kind of makes things tricky. But overall, I'd say that these units are as always, a good step up. And Limit Breaker Super Saiyan 4 Goku is probably my favorite. The animations are pretty fun, and like you were mentioning earlier, Super Saiyan 4 Gohan, I am a super big fan of. Unfortunately, did not pull hearts in the summons that I had, so the only experience I've had with him is as a friend lead, but his guard is very nice, and he was super nice in terms of getting done the Heroes Red Zone mission, which we'll talk about later. But yeah, I'd say that these units are a lot of fun, and I definitely was like planning on not summoning much, but they got me and trapped me, and I